Let's go to Afghanistan now, where our correspondent Sally Sara has been monitoring the reaction to the news, both where she is in Kabul and also in neighbouring Pakistan, where bin Laden was killed. She joined me a short time ago. Sally, what does this mean for the stability of the Afghan government?
Well, Lee, it's really unclear at this stage what it will mean for the Afghan government and also the Afghan government's relationship with the United States. Going after Osama bin Laden was one of the incentives for the US to keep its presence here in Afghanistan. That presence has now expanded dramatically over the past 10 years into development, into security. So now the US government has lost one of its reasons to be in the region. The Afghan government, maybe there are some concerns there that it will lose some of its leverage. The US and the Afghan government have been clashing on some issues of governance and corruption, on civilian casualties as well. So it will be interesting to watch how that relationship changes.
Has there been any sort of security lockdown there in Kabul, any more so than usual, given the speculation that Al-Qaeda or its affiliates may mount retaliatory terrorist attacks?
Well, security levels are already really at their highest at the moment. Yesterday, the Taliban launched their spring and summer offensive with deadly attacks in many parts of the country. So security is at a very, very high level. The attacks yesterday included a suicide bombing by a boy who was only 12 years old. So forces here in Kabul, in Kandahar, in places in the east of the country have already been on alert for attacks, not so much by Al-Qaeda, but by the Taliban and its affiliates.
Sally, tell us about the reaction in Pakistan, where bin Laden was captured and killed.
Well, this relationship between the US and Pakistan is very, very complex and fragile. There have been big issues of sovereignty in Pakistan. The US drone strikes, the unmanned aircraft which have carried out missile strikes along the border between Afghanistan and Pakistan, they've drawn a lot of anger towards the United States. Now this raid, the US has done what the Pakistani security forces were unable to do. Some Pakistanis will be very happy that Osama bin Laden his life has ended, he's no longer in Pakistan, but others will regard this issue as one of sovereignty, that the US has gone in and carried out this